Earlier from when the London bus was set on fire and a number of vehicles were also set ablaze. Well, David Lammy, the MP for Tottenham, has released a statement with regards to the violence that has happened this evening, saying, having spoken with IPCC, local police and Duggan family, he said, the scenes currently taking place in our community are not representative of the vast majority of people in Tottenham. Those who remember the destructive conflicts of the past will be determined not to go back to them. He added, we already have one grieving family in our community and further violence will not heal that pain. True justice can only follow a thorough investigation of the facts. The Tottenham community and Mark Duggan's family and friends need to understand what happened on Thursday evening when Mark lost his life. To understand those facts, we must have calm. That statement from the Labour MP David Lammy for Tottenham. And there we have pictures of the latest pictures that we've received from Tottenham of two vans that were set on fire near residential flats in Riots Close, just off Tottenham High Road. And over the last hour, a spokesman for the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson, released a statement as well, saying, where there are real concerns in the community, it is right that there is a proper investigation. The incident which led to the violent scenes in Tottenham this evening are subject of an IPCC inquiry. Violence and destruction of property will do nothing to facilitate this investigation, and we urge those involved to respect the rule of the law. Well, former riot squad officer Graham Wetton told Stephen Dixon how the police will be trying to contain the situation.
Yeah, I think they were expecting some disorder in Tottenham. They obviously had that tonight. From what the pictures I've been seeing from your cameras, they had a low-level policing presence at the police station first of all, and then that's escalated into serious disorder, which is what you're looking at now, and they've been deployed reinforcements into the area. And with the time that's gone on since it started, I would now expect them to have significant police resources in and around Tottenham dealing with the crowds that are coming into the area.
Presumably this sort of operation is very difficult, though, when you have so many people and people coming out onto the streets to join in, if you like, and all those side streets and a moving crowd, a difficult area to police for those officers.
Yes, it is, and with a hostile, violent crowd that they're facing now, who are throwing petrol bombs and missiles at them. And I think we saw earlier the police officers with the riot shields distancing the crowd away from the junction, so the fire brigade can be deployed into the building that was on fire that they're now dealing with, and you can see in the pictures now they're putting that building out. The bus would be left to burn in the street. I'm sure there was nobody on that bus. That would have been the first priority. If there were people suspected of being on that bus and it was light, they would have deployed immediately to the bus rather than the building. So I think they're taking it slowly now. They deploy officers into the area, make sure they've got sufficient resources in the surrounding streets, and slowly bring the area under control.
Talk about sufficient resources. I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean, presumably they've had to pull people in from other areas of the capital.
Yeah, there's a well-rehearsed and well-known policing plan to drop public order officers into an area of London at a given signal or given request. And with the time span that's gone on now, that's probably in full swing by now. Every borough, every police station in London will have deployed public order officers in their protective kit up towards Tottenham. On arrival, they'll be assigned to a public order commander and given a certain area to go and police and deal with. And with the time span that's going on now, they should have significant resources in there. All the TSG officers on duty in London now will probably be in that area and under a TSG Chief Inspector.
So there we have scenes from earlier in Tottenham High Street as a London bus was set on fire. A number of vehicles were also set ablaze. Properties, residential and shops have been looted. We've been getting reports from residents that they've had to evacuate their homes, some of them in the nearest to the violence because they've had their homes broken into and items stolen from their homes. So there we have scenes from earlier in the evening, and all the police vans that have been deployed have been sometimes greeted by people throwing missiles at the police vans as they've made their way along Tottenham High Road. Well, earlier, Commander Stephen Watson, who's responsible for the northeast of the capital, joined us earlier to tell us more about the police operations in Tottenham.
Well, obviously these are very distressing scenes for Londoners generally and for local residents particularly. And I think it's important that we emphasise that the safety of the public is of paramount importance to us. And also, of course, the safety of our own staff and other emergency services. As you can see from footage, the fire brigade are deployed in numbers as well. And of course, we have ambulance colleagues on standby should any injury ensue. I think the important point to note, of course, is that we have deployed a significant number of police officers to the scene. Our staff are very well trained and led, and we are exercising contingency plans which are well rehearsed. I think your previous contributor made mention of the fact that we do have plans which we frequently rehearse, and this unfortunately is one of those occasions where we have had to bring that to fruition for real.
Can you give us